Hello, my name is Nilufar. I am an incoming tour expert at Iran Eco Adventure Tours. Thank you very much for joining us today here. We are very happy to be having you. But before I begin, I'm going to let my colleagues also introduce themselves shortly so we can all be familiar faces. Mojgan, you and
Yes. Okay. Hello, I'm Mojgan, General Manager at Iran Eco Adventure Tours. It's my pleasure to have you here today, and we're very excited. Thank you for your time in advance. Always.
Hello everyone. Good time. Thanks the managers and colleagues at Flowco Tourism who gave us this opportunity. I'm always marketing manager at Iran Eco Adventure Tours. It's my pleasure. I have been working in tourism for 13 years, and it's our pleasure can explain about Iran and Damavand, the highest mountain of Iran. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you. So now that the personal introductions are out of the way, greetings from Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Let me just share you now. So, Iran, as you know, is a country in the Middle East, and it is the home to one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. Therefore, there is a big historical and cultural significance to the country. But beyond that, Iran also has an impressive and diverse nature. And us at Iran Eco Adventure Tours are committed to making memories and trips for people who love outdoor activities and have a passion for exploring and adventure. Our travel experience runs really deep, from years and years of mountaineering and traveling in nature of Iran to research trips and just bouncing around every corner of the country. Uh, we are, yeah, this deep experience is the reason behind our pioneering research and approach to winning itineraries. Uh, and our tours offer a variety of adventure and activities ranging from eco tours to hiking, trekking, and biking to alpine skiing and desert safaris. Also, for the first time in Iran, we established Damavand Eco Town to offer standard and high quality services to Damavand hunters. But we'll see more about that later. Also, for the first time in Iran, we established Damavand and giving you the joy of adventure in numerous locations of our beautiful country under a professional team is what our company mission is all about. And we really pride ourselves on our knowledge of destinations and our dedication to nature. We thought it would be to show you rather than just talk about it. Um, so unfortunately, we can't do this live event in nature because the internet connection wouldn't be great there. But this week we visited one of the most exciting and popular natural destinations of our country, Mount Damavand, and recorded a little clip for you in order to take you on a little bit of an adventure with us. So I think if landing's ready and can show you the first clip, we'll be waiting.
From the magical sand dunes in central deserts to the ancient forests and fertile plains to the mysterious islands, Iran is a country filled with natural wonder and beauty. But perhaps nothing can reflect this beauty better than its majestic and glorious mountains. And among them, Mount Damavand really shines. With 5,690 meters, Mount Damavand is not only the highest mountain in Iran, but also the whole Middle East. This millions years old, massive dormant volcano is truly something from the legends and deserving of all the fascinating history and mythology it's been immortalized in. If you listen to the ancient Persian tales, this is the first mountain ever created. It is also where Arash the archer shot his arrow and ended 60 years of war and loss between Iran and Turan. And also, according to Shahnameh, the Persian Book of Kings, Feridun imprisoned Zahak, a tyrant who had 2 snakes on his shoulders. This mountain, which many consider it to be the symbol of the country, is a snow-capped all year round, and a worthy challenge for any accomplished mountaineer. And each year, many take it from in and out of the country take it upon themselves to come to Damavand and ascend its heights. All of this makes Damavand mountain and the area around a major part of Iran's ecotourism. So it is beyond important to have standard facilities and guidelines in order to protect the wildlife, environment, and the resources of Damavand mountain and its region. So in 2015, we at Iran Eco Adventure Tours established Damavand Eco Camp.
Damavand Eco Camp is the only professional mountaineering complex in Iran for Damavand tour. It consists 2 camps. One is here, base camp, 2,800 meters. And the second camp is advanced camp at altitude of 4,350 meters on the northeast route of Damavand Peak and used as the second camp during the ascent for climbers. In advanced camp, the services are based on sustainable development principles with no environmental damage. The camp is in harmony with nature and it is seasonal, temporary, equipped with 10 accommodation tents, dining tent, kitchen, and dry toilet. Also, we use solar panels as an alternative energy source in the advanced camp. In addition to that, Damavand Eco Camp pays attention to the region's capacity for tourists, never overwhelming with large groups. The Eco Camp mission is to provide professional facilities for Damavand tour climbers to come here and experience very joyful summit with our beautiful Damavand. We are trying to minimize human impact on the nature and environment. Eco Camp considers itself an environmental watcher. Some of the Eco Camp's environmental activities include creating a dry toilet septic system to prevent possible water pollution. The human waste is transported to the bottom of mountain by mule, not using fixed structure or cement as you can see at the camps. Also implementing a waste collection and separation process. Garbage after segregation is regularly transported to the bottom and the nearest city. Also, using garden firewood instead of burning mountain plants to fuel the campfire. Another thing is we are using energy-saving lamps to reduce energy consumption, and also using pressure breaker in walls to reduce water consumption. Additionally, we are also committed to employing the local community and its services in order to help elevate the local economy. finally, we considered our duty to always be updated and educated in the field of environment. Also to share our knowledge with our travelers, guests, and also colleagues. Thank you. So I'd like to share further information regarding our activities and Damavand Eco Camp. As you saw and heard in the video, Damavand mountain height is 5,690 meters. It is located in Alborz mountain range and well known as Roof of Iran. It is highest peak in Iran and Middle East and considered as a natural monument and symbol of Iran. It is considered as a high attraction in our country. So that's why we decided to establish Damavand Eco Camp for the first time in Iran in order to provide high quality services for Damavand climbers. But the most important things that we are trying to do is being in harmony with the nature. And during our trips to nature, we try to leave the least impact and change in the environment. We try to live. We always are promoting how we should keep the nature clean and untouched. Also, how we should try to preserve plants and animals. What are the ways of avoiding pollution and not changing the land features. That's why we didn't want to use fixed structure at Damavand Eco Camps. As you heard in clip Damavand Eco Camp, we have two camps. And the first one is base camp at 2,800 meters. And as you can see here, at this area, you are facing a breathtaking view. And one side, you can see Damavand mountain and the valley floating in the clouds. And on other side, you can see the spectacular village. This village is called Nandal. And we took this picture just last week. And Nandal is a village with colorful houses at the north of Iran at Mazandaran province. And climbers who want to summit Damavand from the northeast route must go through this village. And this is base camp. Let's talk about this base camp. As you can see, we have a dining tent, and people who come here can have a very joyful time and experience the nature very close. And about this route advantages. Damavand mountain has 16 routes, but among this route, the south route is the most, but among these 16 routes, the south route is the most famous, and it is considered as a normal route. That makes the south route also the most crowded and unfortunately polluted one as well. But unlike the southern route, the north face route offers many advantages. So I want to talk about these advantages here. One of these advantages is a less crowded route with no environmental pollution. This makes for a more peaceful and enjoyable climb, and less steep ridge that provides a slower and more continuous climb, which is especially more ideal if it is your first time climbing Damavand. There are also several streams and um, run from northern glacier in the area, and there is a higher chance of interacting with region's wildlife, as you can see here at the pictures, and which is one of the joys of these activities. And also, when you summit Damavand from this route, you can see the most beautiful scenery during the climb, and you can see views such as Yachar Glacier. It is very famous and very difficult and technical route for summit, and also Nanda Green Plains and the Caspian Sea in the north. About Advance Camp, as you maybe saw at the movie, Advance Camp is at 4,350 meters, and climbers can have tent lodge there with beds and also dining and gathering tent, very well equipped, and solar panel, electricity, and adequate well plug for charging cameras and mobile phones. Also equipped kitchen tent and the dry toilet, transferring the whole waste down to the mountain. This is for the first time in Iran. And we did it because we care about nature and we want to do this job in the good way. Also, something else we mentioned again before, but I want to mention it again, is we are working with the local community, mule owners, local vehicles, and also by buying the meat and dairy and products from the village, our goal is to enhance local economy at this area. Since 2015, that we established the Damavand Eco Camp, many climbers from different countries of the world have come to our camp, and we have succeeded to enhance the local economy in this area over these years and be known as an entrepreneur. Our tourism company have been selected as the best of the year by the Ministry of Heritage Tourism in Iran at 2018 and 2019. Our brand also known as an environmental activities, and we always try to promote the principles of environmental protection, harmony with nature, and sustainable tourism. And we always try to keep ourselves updated. What do mountain climbers say about us? I invite you to read about us at TripAdvisor. And so for now, I invite you to watch a 2 minute video in this regard. Thank you very much.
I enjoyed the camp and the staff. They took really great care of us. The guides were terrific. Food was good. People were really nice. The camp is luxurious to stay in at this altitude. So we really enjoyed it. We had a really good time, and we got a great view of how beautiful Iran is.
I'm very, very grateful. They are very professional. They do a very good job. They have beautiful camps, and well, I hope to see much more of this country in the near future.
And we went up to the base camp and stayed there for a couple of days, and it's really amazing how well organized these things are. The people were very friendly, stuff was good, and since there is nothing around really, we even had electricity in the camp and lots of facilities.
Your camp, very professional.
Very luxurious camp.
Thank you very much. So actually we do have a couple of questions, and a person in this video just mentioned it. It's about food. We saw some of it. So what kind of food do you bring when you do these walks?
So we usually cook the food at the base camp and also at advanced camp, and we use um, natural things, and we usually ask from climbers before if they are vegetarians or not, if they are sensitive regarding some special foods or not. And after gathering this information, we cook the foods there. We have everything at the kitchen, and we make soups, also kitchen, and meat and vegetables, everything. And every foods are fresh at our eco camp, at the base camp, and also at advanced camp.
Okay, thank you very much. And also another question is more about the advanced camp. What is the temperature like over there? Because we see
So
snow, but we also see that people, it seems sunny. So how's the temperature?
So, so it is. It depends on the weather, but usually at night it's come down to under 5 degrees every night. Maybe at zero. Some nights it's 4,350 meters. So you need to have a sleep bag and very warm clothes. Every climber knows about the special clothes for this highest. And during the day, it's okay when you are climbing, okay, because as you watch at the movie, our camp is temporary, and we have this camp at season. Season starts from July and until to August or September, something like that, 2 months, 2.5 months. And during this time, Damavand has a very good weather, but we will have cold at midnights, also at nights. Maybe we have wind, but it's not something like winter or very, very hard situation.
Okay, thank you, Mushkan. Actually, I have another question. Should I keep going with the questions?
Yes, yes, it's okay.
Okay, so do we need to be a confirmed walker being used to hiking in order to do these walks? I guess so.
Pardon? You need to be comfort.
Comfortable with the
Experience.
hiking. Yes.
Do you need to be an
Nilufar,
expert? I think they asked that if you need to be experienced climber and how much experience you should have, how ready should you be to climb Damavand. Am I right?
okay, this was the question.
Exactly. Thank you, Nilufar.
Okay, okay. It needs, yes, everybody comes to Damavand needs to have experience regarding mountain climbing, but as we do it in 5 days, so it's not so hard for somebody who has activities, outdoor activities, and um, important thing at Damavand is being adopted with that altitude, and that's why we make it easier by doing this tour in 5 days. And if climbers who have very, very middle and very low experience regarding trekking, having shoes, and knowing about how they should put their should how they should trekking on the mountains, they can do it. It's don't doesn't need very, very high experience, because we don't do this climb in a technical way, in a technical route. We don't know, we don't need technical equipment. It just needs something about 2 months, maybe 3 months practice before to come to Damavand.
Okay, thank you. So how many times have you guys done these climbs?
Well, I've done it once, but Mojgan is quite an expert in climbing Damavand. I think we lost count at some point.
So I don't know. I didn't count it, but I think I think more than 15 times, maybe more than 16 times. I don't know.
Okay, that's impressive.
So, shall we go on? So, as we mentioned, we offer many different types of tours, from eco-culture tours that are well designed to combine the sense of nature and culture both, so that while you visit and get deep into the rich history of Iran during centuries, you can also enjoy exploring more of Iran's wonderful scenery and landscapes. Iran is also a quite an great destination for trekking and hiking, not mountain climbing. And whether in the mountains or forests or deserts, using the trails in various altitudes and geographical regions with different level of physical demand, we offer plenty of hiking tours. So if you don't want to go to the peak of a mountain, we got you. And so mountaineering, as you probably have guessed by now, mountaineering and climbing is the spirit of Iran Eco Adventure, as we offer high-grade service of climbing tours to Iran's major climbing destinations. And one of the best ways to experience these tours is through our fixed departure tours. Fixed departure tours are open to all international tourists on guaranteed dates. Everyone can join these tours individually or with their group with sensible prices. Uh, our current fixed departure catalog includes, of course, Mount Damavand Summit, but we also have the Alamku Summit, 4,850 meters. This is the second highest point of Iran and is one of the most technical mountains in the Alborz mountain range. It is not far from the Caspian seashores and is very famous for its 600-meter granite wall. Really didn't know. I was saying, Mount Alamku is you can see here, is the most technical mountain in Iran. It is also the second highest mountain, and it is very famous for a 600-meter granite wall on its north face. So a lot of accomplished rock climbers, have it on their resume. It is also surrounded by several incredible slender summits with a magnificent landscape. Uh, Mount Sabalan is the third highest point of Iran. It is an inactive volcano and is located in northwest of Iran. This mountain is considered a sacred place for Zoroastrians, as there are some beliefs that Mount Sabalan was the place where Zoroaster meditated for 10 years. And when you reach the top, you are rewarded with the sight of Sabalan's famous crater lake, as you can see here in the photo. And one of the trekking tours I mentioned, Alborz Crossing Tour. Alborz is a mountain range in south of Caspian Sea, and it acts as a divider between central playa of Iran and Caspian Hyrcanian forests. And it is the mountain range that houses Mount Damavand, and it has a lot of high altitude mountains, mostly over 4,000 meters in Central Alborz, and they are these natural monuments with green hillsides, and they are a joy to be walking through. And in fact, passing through this mountain ridge and accessing northern forests used to be an ancient route for ancient Persians who lived at Alborz's skirt. Uh, and then we have the deserts. We have quite a lot of desert tours, but one of the two most popular ones, Gandam Buryan and Lut Desert. Dasht Lut is situated in the eastern side of the country, and it is so impressive that it has been selected as the first natural Iranian item inscribed on the UNESCO's World Heritage List. And our journey here will take us to one of the most fascinating natural phenomena of this region, which are the Shahdad Caloutes. Caloutes are giant, dense clay rocks formed by extreme erosion of soil and water over time, a long time. And then Rigagen, uh, its fascinating geological texture, impressive starry night sky, and unique plants and wildlife has been also long life-changing for many nature lovers. Adventurers will have the fortune of setting foot in a location on Earth that very few have been able to visit before. Uh, and uh, In addition to all that, we have ski fix departure programs as well. So I talked about Mount Damavand and Mount Sabalan mountain climbing programs, but we also perform ski tours there as well, because they are ideal places for skiing or combining mountain climbing and skiing from January forward. And then we have the Dizin Resort. Uh, Dizin Ski Resort is one of the biggest and most popular ski resorts in Iran and Middle East. It is not far from Tehran, the capital city. It is also in the Alborz Mountains, and for skiing and snowboarding, there are 18 kilometers of slopes available, and it is situated between the elevations of 2,500 and 3,500 meters. Beside the great powder field located between these slopes, the resort also offers numerous off-piste trails with, perfect views of Mount Damavand. Um, this is not a short list, as you can see, because we have been doing this for many years now, and designing unique trips is an important part of our identity. Iranica Adventure has been, in fact, built on years and years of traveling experience of its founders. And speaking of them, I would also like to talk about our team. So I would like you to meet our team. Sahan is the CEO and founder of Ironico Adventure Tours. He is a mountain climber, an adventure seeker, and a professional athlete. He has been a part of many mountain climbing expeditions in and out of Iran, including several in Alps and Himalaya. He has definitely seen a lot of the world. He's explored many fascinating destinations all over this planet, such as Brazil, Africa, Vietnam, Europe, China, Australia, and even the Arctics and Antarctica. And he always strives to bring back innovative achievements from these research trips to, pioneer interesting itineraries. Master Salehi is the chairman and co-founder of Ironic Adventure Tours. He has at this point over 40 years of experience in this field. He has led several research missions and is always looking to discover new routes and unique destinations while carefully planning each trip. His creative vision and attention to detail always creates the best quality of travel in the heart of nature. Master Salahi is also Sahan's uncle, so you can say that traveling and mountain climbing is somewhat of a family legacy at this point. Marjgan, whom you met, uh, is the general manager and Ironic Adventure Tours. She is, as we said, uh, quite an experienced mountain climber and has succeeded in summit of Damavand from many different routes, many times. She also has led many of our Ironic Adventures Mount Damavand tours successfully to the peak. Um, she was also the leader of the group that I ascended with. So, Shaqayak is the head of Ironico Adventures operation team. She is an expert in managing incoming tour operations, including eco adventure and mountaineering travel groups. Um, so when we are there in the nature, she is the one back at home holding down the fort with others. Uh, Nilufar, me, as I said, I am an incoming tour executive in Iranica Adventure. I, in fact, grew up in this family of wonderful travelers and climbers, and I was lucky enough to go on tours and travel all over Iran from a very young age. Yeah, you can say that it was quite influential for me. And last but not least, Always started as a tour guide and tour operator in 2007. In 2012, he established the Zanjan Province Tourist Guides Association and has been the head of union board until now. In 2016, he was also elected as the head of Iran Federation Tourist Guide Association Board for 2 years. And as recently as 2020, he co-founded the UNESCO Creative Tourism Development Club. Currently, as the marketing manager at Iranica Adventure Travel, he is working on introducing more of Iran's natural attraction to larger groups of tourism enthusiasts. Um, so I think I'm back.
Thank you,
Okay,
Nilufar. Thank you very much.
good. if there are any questions about this part, otherwise, since I've just properly introduced them, I could give the floor to Obase if there are any questions.
Yeah, no more questions so far.
Okay. So, Obase?
Okay, thank you so much. I hope enjoy all audience till this time. Unfortunately, I lost camera button in my phone.
Yeah, we
Okay,
hear you, but we don't see you. Otherwise, we hear you.
okay. Uh, I go on in this situation. Uh, I would like to talking about sustainable development and sustainable protocol and goals and how can do it in our company and EcoCamp. Actually, at the company, we strive to be loyal to sustainable tourism and sustainable development protocols and plans, and to pass them on to our other partners. uh, it's important for us to have this impact on our customers as well so that we can complete it in Damavand eco camps, staff and other related section. As we all know, the sustainable development goals have been supported by 193 countries since 2013. We mainly focus on the following goals of the 17 important goals of sustainable development to the best of our ability that I can mention. Uh, Goal number 3 for sustainable development, uh, a- as talking about health and wellness. We are trying, based on the definition of this goal, we spend part of our income from EcoCamp on the health and personal health of the passengers. We also check the health of our passengers before, during, and after the trip. We have continuous cooperation with reputable doctors and nurses. Second, or goal number 4 for sustainable development, talking about quality education. We trying in our company, people who want to work with us will go through a direct and indirect training process after the job interview. We are proud to some of these people started their businesses after finishing working with us and now work with us as a partner. Another goal number 5 for sustainable development, talking about gender equality. We use the expertise and the ability of men and women in the company. And as you saw in our clip, together we tried to have positive activities to spread gender respect in the company by observing the principles of society and ethics. And finally, goal number 6 for sustainable development, talking about clean and hygienic water. At EcoCamp and the company office, we always follow the basic and the important principle about water and its health, and we consider ourselves obliged to it. And also, we trying uh, loyalty about another goals in that talking about sustainable development. We have 17 goals in that protocol. I would like my special thanks from here from goals to Miss Blandine following us and give us this opportunity. In the end, I hope to see you in Iran very soon and be your host. And you can keep in touch us via WhatsApp or email, and do not hesitate. If you have any question, we are always online on WhatsApp and via email. You can check us in our website damavandecocamp.com or iranecoadventure.com. Uh, if you have a question, Miss Blanding, we are here and we can serve other audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Oveis. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Actually, we do not have other questions. Lots of thank you to make us discover this country and your activity. So that was really nice. Thank you to the three of you. And I hope we can all see you soon.
Thank you very much for giving us the platform. It was really lovely to be here with you, and thank you for listening to us. We really love to share the beauties of our country with you, and hopefully we can do it in person one day very soon.
Really, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, Brandon, and for giving us this opportunity. It was our pleasure to be here. Thank you, and I hope to see you here and be host for you and visit you in Iran. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you very much to the three of you. Have a good end of the day. Bye bye.
You too.
Bye
You too. Bye
bye.
bye.